Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adam. If you love luxury fashion, then you're definitely going to love my channel. So make sure you like, subscribe, and check out my Instagram below for all of the latest updates. And today, let's get right into it. So in today's video, we will be going over cologne and perfumes that I do own. I will be kind of sharing with you what I think they smell like and what might interest you about them. Now, I am not a cologne or perfume or scent expert, but I do know my opinion, and my opinion I do know. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. First, I want to start with my all-time favorite cologne, and this one is from Versace. Now, this one, I do not know the name of this, but I will have it up on screen, because I won't lie, the names of the Versace colognes, they all start with like the same exact words, but like the last word is like the difference. So it's very, very confusing, but this one, it does have the Medusa on the bottle right here, a beautiful blue oceany color as well, and this one honestly smells amazing. It just smells so clean and so like rich and so fancy. Like picture a very wealthy aristocrat with his shirt unbuttoned to where you can like see his chest. This smells like him. It smells so great. It's very clean, and this one is definitely more young as well. It's very, wow, like what are you wearing? You smell so great. I'm trying to think of like a fruit, like a citrusy vibe, but I'm not getting any citrus. It just smells like a clean ocean. So if you know like the cleanness smell, then you're gonna love this one. Next for Versace, I do have this one right here, and this one smells almost just like the one that I showed you. However, this is what I'm talking about because this one is more mature. So this one starts to get into like your dad's cologne. Like if you remember being like a kid and you used to smell like your dad's cologne or your grandpa's cologne, how it was like very like strong. This is what this one is. So this one is like a man. So I picture like somebody like Jason Momoa, he would be wearing this one, while like Timothée Chalamet would be wearing the other one. And that is a good like reference actually of how to explain it, just because this one is so like, it's more masculine, I'd say. So this one is definitely like very like husband like, and then the other one I would say is very like you're dating, becoming a fiance like. Now just a fun fact, I do have a miniature version of this one, and the miniature versions, I actually really do like them. I love to keep these in my handbags and for on the go. And the size difference of this is honestly so cute. This is actually just like a sample from Sephora that you got with your points from like adding up from like your purchases and stuff. But this one is actually really, really cute. I do recommend the little ones as well. I do want to say that for the price of them, these are both, I think, like $80 each for the biggest size, which is really, really good. I've only bought one of these my entire life since I've been wearing them, and I've had them for a year, maybe even 2 years, to be honest. And the reason I have these so long is because I have so many that like I kind of change throughout the day. But this one is really great. Now, since I did start wearing this one used to be my favorite, but I did stop just because this one is more mature and I like the younger, cleaner smell of this one. This one I wear when I want to impress women. Once I get to my Chanel perfumes, I'll elaborate more on that statement, but I wear my colognes based on like who I'm seeing that day. So now let me get into Chanel so I can also elaborate. So Chanel Bleu is my favorite Chanel cologne. This smells so amazingly great. This one smells like the deeper part of the ocean, where like the ocean stops getting like light crystal blue and then starts to get like very, very dark. And that was what this smells like. This one does smell mature, but this smells mature in like a boss way. Like when I wear this, I feel like a CEO and people treat me like a CEO. So a lot of the times for me, like a good way to explain this is working like jobs. So when I work with jobs, say like I work with like 5 people, right? There's days where I work with the 2 men and days where I work with like the 3 women when I used to wear this, right? So on the days that I worked with the women, I would wear this because they loved the scent and it actually attracted them. And because they were attracted to the scent, I got asked to do less stuff around work. So this one's great because I hate saying this, but when you look nice and you dress a certain way and you smell a certain way, people don't really ask you to do stuff, let alone have you do stuff, because they're like, oh, well, we don't want you like getting dirty or anything like that. So this one definitely recommend, especially to wear this around the women. Going back real quick, this one smells like the lighter part of the ocean. So this one and the Chanel one are very similar. They're both men's cologne. And this one, I do say, it's just younger. So this one is like, you're not a CEO yet, but you're becoming a CEO. And like, you're a CEO in the training. So that's what this one's great for. However, if you really, really, really want to impress a woman and not do anything, wear this because I love combining this. I do a spray of this and a spray of this, and it is like game over. It is so great together. This is my secret combination. Every single person that ever questions what I'm wearing, they're always like, "What are you wearing? You smell so good." I cannot tell you how many compliments I get a day, and it is usually because I am mixing these two. Now for the perfumes, Chanel makes two different Chance perfumes. There's this one which is like a green tint to it, and then there's this one with a pink tint to it. So this one, the green one, this is my all-time favorite Chanel perfume. I love this one so much. This one used to be my favorite until I found this one because this one is so citrusy. So this one 100% citrusy. Just think of like your favorite fruit, and that is what this one is. And this smells so clean too. Like you just got out of the shower, but the shower was with like cucumbers and like lime and whatever like green fruits there are. That is what this one is. So this one, I love this one, and this is the one that I wear around men. Because whenever I had like a male boss, I would always wear this one. Sometimes I would even pair it with this one as well. These are always my favorite combinations. It's either these two together or this with the men's Chanel cologne. Always, always a game changer when you do pair the two together. And like I said, wearing this one, the men love it so much because this scent is where I start to get feminine at. So this one, it just smells so girly but so clean at the same time, and it is unisex of course, but the men go crazy for it. So like if I ever had to like lift water or do anything like heavy or anything, all of the boys come right away. Anything to like clean, I would never be asked to do so just because, you know, like I'm like the cute little feminine one. And this one definitely does help my case because like I said, men love this one. The Chanel Bleu will attract women. This one will attract men in a heartbeat. Men go crazy for this, and I love it because, you know, it benefits me. So this one, I do love it, and this one is on the younger side too. Pink one from Chanel called Chance. This one is more mature. So this one smells like the green one, but this doesn't have citrus in it. This one is more like rose water. Actually, it totally smells like rose water. So if you ever know like that Mario spray, that like rose water that you spray, this is what that smells like. So this is like roses, this is flowers, this is florals, and this is like a mature woman. And like I said, I used to love this one all the time. I used to wear this in my teenage years, actually. But now that I've discovered the Versace one and this one I never gravitate towards. I like it because it reminds me of when I first started to get into colognes and perfumes. But this one, I do love it, but it's just more mature. This one kind of also smells like, you know when you go to like Macy's or Neiman's or Nordstrom, and they have those like little cards of paper that's like a square or like a rectangle and they spray it on it. They're like, here, take this. That's what this smells like. Now I have 3 more scents, 2 from Versace, 1 from Dolce & Gabbana. I will say I used to have 2 from Gucci. I had Gucci Bloom and Gucci something else, but I don't know what. But I actually wasn't really a fan of the Gucci ones, which is really disappointing because I had high hopes for it. But it didn't really please me. It just kind of smelled like old lady, floral, mature, and it wasn't anything exciting to me. However, for my first travel set, I do have this one from Dolce & Gabbana, and this is called The One. And let's see how this smells. I hardly use this. This is actually my emergency one. So I usually carry these in my bag, but I couldn't find it. So I grabbed this one out of my emergency stash, and this one, very, very cinnamon-like. So this one smells like a grandma with that like cinnamon scent to it, 1000% this, and that's why I try to avoid this one, but it's better smelling like a grandma with cinnamon than smelling. This one also kind of smells like an outlet store too, like the bags that nobody wants to buy, and like you open up the leather and you just have that like outlet scent to it. That is totally what this one is too, like a secondhand bag. Now I have these 2 from Versace, and I have to say I am very, very impressed with this one. So this one from Versace is called Dylan Blue, and this one actually smells really, really good to where I might actually buy a full-size bottle. So this one smells more teenage-like. So yeah, that's actually a great sample. So when it comes to this one smells like the ocean. This one smells very, very clean, but this one is more youthful and more like teenage-like than this one. This one feels like this one is perfected, and it's more like subtle, more, you know, like you're becoming older and growing up into a CEO position. This one, it's like you want to become a CEO, but you're like 14 and stuff, and a lot of potential. But once you like, you know, settle in, then you really get to this one. It's like new money as well. Like when I first had money, I would buy so many crazy outrageous things. now I kind of like things more simplified, and I'm kind of going into like my old money era. Just like plain cashmere sweaters is like honestly like my favorite thing in the world. So that's what this one's like. And then of course, you know, we get to this one, which is more mature. So this one is like the youngest version of these possible. But like I said, if I had to pick any of these three, I would go with this one because this one is so great. But I have to say, Dylan Blue, I always get compliments on it. And when I get compliments on it, I want to say it's this one, but I tell them it's Dylan Blue also because I can't pronounce the word of this one. But, you know, this one's my favorite, and this one is like the second best from Versace. Now, Versace does have pink crystal as well, and I actually love, love, love that one. That one is totally a younger version of the Chanel Pink Chance, and if you like the Pink Chance, you're definitely gonna love the Versace Pink Crystal because I love it so much. I used to have it, but I did run out of it, and that's how you know I really liked it. So I would recommend that one as well. And now we have my last one, and this one is the Versace Eros. I think it's just called Eros. I'm not entirely sure what this one is, but this one, I don't like this one. This one smells like a grandpa. This one smells like a very, very dignified man. Maybe he plays jazz music, wears like the musician's hat, probably like played like the jazz stuff and then like New Orleans and stuff back in like the day. That is definitely what this smells like. So if you are like 50 and up, maybe even 40 and up, just depends on your vibe, I would go for this one. And like I said, scents don't have an age, but it's just like this one's really, really mature and really just smells like a grandpa. So, you know, this one's kind of smell like Denzel Washington is a great example. This is totally how I picture like Denzel to like smell. Definitely 1000% yes. Definitely Denzel. Alright, and that is it. So, of course, you know, my favorites are the Versace one I can't stop talking about, and the Chanel blue one, which is right over here. And I love it so much. I love combining them as well. And it's just such like a signature scent of mine to mix this one right here with absolutely any cologne or perfume. This one right here is my ride or die. If I had to choose one for life, I would choose this one because it is just so great. But comment down below, what Versace perfumes or any designer perfumes do you really love? Maybe it's not even designer, maybe it's just like a regular brand. But whatever your favorite scent is, comment it down below and tell me what you think. And again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and have a great day. Au revoir.